pro Trout crowd on this one?
Probably not.
Yeah.
But we're working on shifting the love from my opponents to me. Little by little, we're gaining more fans, and then soon enough, we'll have a pro Trout crowd wherever we go.
Well, you have some people from the El Paso, Las Cruces area.
Yes, definitely.
How many? How common? Busloads?
Really? From Las Cruces and El Paso area, and like I said, we're gonna have a bigger crowd than I think they expected.
Yeah, okay. Could you clarify a little bit on the official situation? I know your manager said it didn't work out exactly the way you guys wanted.
It's not even anything I want to dwell on. If they want to put in 4 officials to know a judge, it's with the WBC WBA thing, and it's something that I can't focus or worry about because at the end of the day, I just got to focus on what I have to do in the ring.
What you can control.
To the judges, it's in God's hands, and if they want to jerk me, then that's between them and God. So.
How are you able to go into all these lions dens and come out? Is it just kind of a no fear attitude, or what is it?
You can't have fear in this sport, And I think there's been a lot of fighters that have been scared and been worried about this, that, and the third. But in my opinion, it's because they've been spoiled. We've gone to hell and back to get to where we are, and I'm not going to let a bad ratio of judges, stop me from fighting.
How does your experience? You fought in Mexico, you've won in Mexico. How did you take that and apply it to this fight since it's the United States, but it's kind of like you're fighting over there?
Well, I'm saying that the crowd can't affect what happens in that ring. Once we're in the ring, it's just me, him, and the ref. And, that's all I can focus on, is what I'm going to do and what I have to do to react to what he's going to do.
But some people thrive off that, though. They enjoy having kind of that energy against them, and it makes them fight on harder. Are you one of those type of fighters?
I use all types of things for motivation, whether it's negative or positive. If they're booing me, then my goal is to shut them up, not give them anything to cheer for. If they're going for me, then my motivation is to keep giving them something to cheer about.
Talk about your style. What people who aren't familiar with you, what are they going to see Saturday night?
They're going to see boxing clean, in my opinion. But at the same time, I have a very good adaptable mind. If I see things aren't going right for what I'm doing, I will change it up. Basically, I would do what it takes to win within the legal limits of the rules.
You see it going the distance?
To be honest, I don't think so. I feel like they say he's a stronger guy, but in my opinion, he's not. He hasn't fought anybody my size, and I've fought people way bigger than he has.
I was going to ask you about that. Do you feel like you're the bigger, stronger man in there?
I feel like
you look like it when you guys stand.
I feel like I'm the bigger, stronger guy, and I'm going to prove that Saturday. If it goes the distance, it's going to be a decisive win for my.
He's not going to be the bully this time.
No, sir.
Are you concerned?
I'm not, 147 pounder. I'm a true junior middleweight, and I've been at this weight for a long time.
Are you concerned about his power, his right hand?
Of course, we're concerned about his power because he is strong, and I'm not saying he's not strong and he's not strong and explosive, but I feel like I'll be able to take whatever he can dish.
Are you relish fighting in front of that many people? Is it gonna? I know everybody gets nerves, but is that going to be intimidating?
No, I'm mad excited to be in front of 40,000 fans, and we know how the Texans get. It's going to be real fans going hard, and that's exciting to be the full part of that atmosphere.
This is what you fight for, isn't it?
Dream come true. Yes, exactly.
Beating Miguel Cotto, if you beat Alvarez, where do you go from that? You've almost the only one bigger is Mayweather.
Well, then we'll go for that after this. But first things first, we got this little beast that we call Canelo in front of us, and we got to get through him first.
All right, people kind of have said that he's the puncher, you're the boxer. Is that an oversimplification, do you think?
No, because I can punch too. And everybody I've fought has been reluctant just to walk in after they taste some of my. It's not the one punch KO, but it is something to keep people off me. So I will be the boxer because that's what I feel like is going to make an easy night for me. But again, I'm not going to just coast on it. I want to step on the gas when we need to and not just win, but win decisively.
He's been hurt by smaller guys before. We saw Miguel Cotto's little brother who fought at lightweight a lot of the time. Hurt him. You look at a film like that, is that what makes you confident you might get the knockout too?
Exactly. Now you right there. Well, see, we actually watched the Whitaker Chavez fight to see what he did, and the best way to not repeat history is to know your history.
Get it out.
Pernell, in my opinion, can let go of that left hand a little bit more. But what we're gonna do is again step on the gas when we need it. I feel like I have the wind to take him to those deep waters and drown him, so to speak. You know, I'm a trout, so I can definitely swim.
You have many more fights left in your career. Definitely, you're still a young guy. How would you want to be remembered? What type of legacy would you want to say?
I want to be remembered as one that fought the best and beat the best. I want to be remembered as like I said, I want to be timeless. You know, Ali's going down as one of the greatest all time because he went and he fought everybody, he fought the best. And even after, you know, I become a superstar, I'm still not opposed to traveling to go defend my title. As a world champion, I feel like we should travel the world.
It only increases your exposure.
Exactly.
You don't think you'll have any trouble handling the quote the moment, you know, the nerves at the beginning.
I was born for this. I like the attention. You know, my personality is perfect for these moments.
What do you think about the fact that they keep mentioning your win over his brother as a motivational factor?
Whatever he could muster up to get him motivated, that's fine. His brother is not even on the same level as Canelo, so you know we're not looking at him as a stepping stone. He had a belt, and now Canelo has a belt, and that's the only motivation for me is to get these belts and stamp on my legacy.
But you like to sweep the Alvarez's, though, wouldn't you?
I have no vendetta against the Alvarez family. Trust me.
Are you ready to finish the career of Canelo?
Well, I don't think this will be the end of his career. You know, he's a young guy. He's got. I mean, this is only going to be one loss on his record. And I don't want to necessarily hurt anybody to a sense where they can't fight anymore. But this is a blood sport, and I want to beat him and beat the hell out of him until there's no doubt. I just want to leave no doubt in the ring who's the winner. To say I want to finish his career, that'd be a false thing. That's not what I'm here for. I'm just here to win.
Do you think like it's an advantage to you the problem, legal problems that have
Romero that when he leaves, he has to go take his
I don't know about his legal problems, but you know, if he's going through, I'm sure that must be a man's take a toll on anybody's mind.
Can you describe the boxing style of Canelo?
He's explosive. He's an explosive brawler. But he does have some skills, though. He's not just, you know, head first, punch second type of fighter. From what I've seen, he moves his head decently. He has a nice little half step back, which a lot of brawlers can't do. So, you know, he's got a lot of skills to his brawling.
When he seems to fight in spurts himself, do you guys like work on maybe him trying to steal the rounds at the end since he doesn't usually fight 15 minutes per round?
It's one thing we looked at and we saw, you know, he does seem to get a little bit tired, you know, as the second half of the fight goes. That's why we said we want to push the intensity. We've never seen anybody really actually push the issue to it. You know, we're going to box, but it's going to be a busy boxing night. We can't sit back and just move. And not in Texas, they're not going to stand for that.
He's been known to have stamina issues. I'm guessing that's one of the things you want to go ahead and test with.
Exactly. I train real hard. We train a good elevation. I made sure I'm able to punch the whole 12 rounds, all around.
He's kind of a slow starter, I think. Are you? Do you like to start fast?
I'm a slow starter, but all I need to do is get in a rhythm the first couple rounds, and then we're gonna go. We're just gonna take it into cruise control and hit on that gas every round, stronger and stronger.
You wanted this fight for a very long time. It was talked about. It looked like it wasn't going to happen. When it happened, number one, you had to be surprised. And number two, what was in your mind?
You know, God is good. This is all part of the plan, and I thank God that His will is for me to be on this path to where I am. Like I said, you can't mess with destiny. You know, it wasn't meant for an African American fighter from Las Cruces, New Mexico, to be on this stage, you know, in front of the world, representing my city and representing the guy that brought me here. You know, I don't think they meant for that to happen, and I know that they didn't want me in here because, you know, they've tried as much as they can to keep me out, but it's not their plan. It's God's plan.
But it looked like the fans actually may have not forced him, but pushed him into taking this fight, like he wanted to prove.
And that's why I wanted to thank the fans, because I think it was the pressure coming from the fans that made Canelo, who is a people's champion in his own right, put his foot down to make De La Hoya and Richard Schaefer work for him, which they do, and make this fight happen. When they changed the fight from May 4th to April 26th, or to April 20th, I saw they tried to throw out another list of names that was going to be on the card. And right away, you know, Canelo put his foot down and said, no, I want Trout. So I had to thank him for that, and put his foot down and giving the people what they want. And again, thank you for the fans for making your opinions known.
April 20th, what are the fans going to see?
We will spend knocked out or long time.
And that's up to him. You know, if he can take it for 12 rounds and then we go to the decision. If he can't, then he's falling sooner or later.
Because older you are make a lot of knockouts in the record.
Yeah, I mean, I expect fireworks.
Cool. Appreciate y'all.
All right, April 20th, what are the fans going to see?
Oh, you're gonna see fireworks. Undefeated. I ain't losing my belt, and I'm not leaving without his belt. And I'm sure he's got the same attitude. If he doesn't, then he might as well give me the belt now.
All right, thank you.